What's up everybody, Demon back, and today we are going to be talking about the Shin Gojira statues. There's a lot to talk about here, or just a lot of pictures I have, so I'm not going to spend too much time on each. I am going to be keeping up the format of my shorter videos. So let's get right into the statues, shall we? So here's the original statue that was released about maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I don't know. I don't remember when this was released or revealed, rather. But it's pretty cool to look at. We got a lot of screenshots here, some close-ups of the face. We got the full body design, the tail up close, some pretty cool things to look at here. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because the design here is so, I want to say drastic from the design we've seen in the trailers. So we'll talk about that a little more later. But I find that it to be odd that this design that we're seeing in the statue appears to look a lot different than the design we're seeing in the trailers and in action. So maybe this whole regen theory has a lot of merit behind it. Now we got a back view of the design. We can see here that there are multiple rows of dorsal fins. Everybody's saying, oh look, it's just 3 rows, just like the classic. No, it's not, guys. I've mentioned this many times before. There is multiple more rows than just 3. So this Godzilla is not the traditional Godzilla in terms of dorsal fins, although they are more maple leaf. There are more of them, guys. So glad we could lay that to rest. So here we go, we got an up close look at the front of it, and right here, right off the bat, the front of it looks so much better than the design we got from the Parco ad when we saw him coming out of the water. It works so much better here. Maybe that's because he's regenning, becoming more full on the top. Maybe that's just because, like I said earlier in my previous videos, the tail kind of threw that Parco ad off, and a lot of people didn't realize that. So here we go, we got another look at it from the side. This looks pretty cool. Another view from the same side, just closer up. Not much to say about it. Just going to be kind of showcasing a lot of it. In this, I guess you could call statue I don't know why I said that. It's the statue. In this statue, we do see how long the tail is. Yes, it is about twice the size of Shin Gojira himself, but I'm fine with that. I think, if you're going to exaggerate Godzilla's tail, you might as well go all out. The other thing I'd like to add here is, unlike a lot of the things we've seen on the trailers, here we actually see that kind of spike on the front of his chest. We haven't seen a lot of that in the actual trailers. We've just seen some of it in the designs from the leaks and all that stuff. But it's good to see here because that gives us some assurance that those things that a lot of things are kind of coming into play here. Like I mentioned, this all just kind of adds up to the theory that Godzilla's regenerating. So now we got the new statue that was just revealed not that long ago, just this weekend. I didn't get around to talking about it right away, only because I was at the wrong house. I was at a house that did not have a computer, so I could not edit these videos. So here's the new design. I think it looks, or here's the new statue. I think it looks okay for what it is. I think they could have put a little bit more time and effort into making the statue look really good, but overall, I think it's really cool to see the full design standing there in a cool pose. We get the tail just looks awesome the way it wraps around. I think this statue looks awesome. And yes, this does pretty much 100% confirm that there are things morphed into Godzilla's tail, because we do see discoloration there in terms of what the tail looks like compared to what the rest of what the bone looks like compared to what the rest of the tail looks like in the fleshy part. So now we got more dorsal fin action. Like I said, they're maple leaf more of. They do look a little bit disfigured, but as you can see here, there are more than 3 rows. Here's a close-up on the Shin Gojira head. The eyeballs look a little bit caved in on this design. They don't look that bad on the real design, I don't think. Here's another view from the head, just from the side. The teeth don't look good on this statue. I think, like I said, this statue could have definitely benefited from a couple more designers coming in, sculptors coming in and saying, you know, we can make it look a lot better than it actually does. Because I don't think it looks great as it is. Here's another close-up on the head, just from the other side. Um, Further down, we see that spike on the chest again. The hands look pretty cool. I like the way the hands curve up towards the body in this new design. He's always holding them up towards his body. He's not holding them out. I feel like that's a little bit more realistic. Not that I'm Mr. Realism. I just think that I don't know. I just like the way it looks. I think for this design, it looks like it works. Here we go, once again, the tail. Pay attention to the tail, the discoloration with the bone compared to the flesh. I also really like the feet on this design. You can definitely tell that the feet are disfigured from what they should be. You get parts sticking out in places where it doesn't look like they naturally would. I also really do like the discoloration of this design in terms of like it's supposed to be just a smooth black charcoal design, but then we also got those streaks of red in there. I really love that. I don't know how many more pictures I have left to go through, but um, I don't know. We'll just keep talking about this. It's pretty cool. There's a lot that we got to find out through this statue. Here we go. Here's the main thing that I wanted to talk about. Look at the full statue compared to that Parko ad picture. Um, I don't know what's going on here. I think it's obvious to say that A, the tail kind of ruined that Parko picture. B, that the design isn't as bad as people think it is. Or at least from all the statues we've seen, it works a lot better than people realize it does. And maybe that is just because, like I keep saying, he is regenning. I think that is a huge possibility for this new movie. Remember, way back when, the very first rumors we got about this movie were that Godzilla would have 3 designs. So, I think that is just growing. That is just growing in. I guess it makes more sense by the day. So just a couple more pictures, guys. I just really wanted to showcase this statue because I think it's really cool. Here we go, another view from the back. Look at the fleshy part of on the tail. Look at how messed up that looks. Also, look at all the spines. There's multiple rows of spines, more than just 3, although they aren't complete rows. If you see, they're just scattered throughout the back. I think that's pretty cool considering he's supposed to be blasted apart by one thing or another. He is a mutant. Thank you all for watching. D-Man out.